Welcome in, everybody. It's time for the PlayStation Tournament's Open Series. We're here on Madden. We're doing some MUT tonight. Nick Mazesco alongside one of the most entertaining streamers in the Madden sphere, Mr. Fendler. Fend, welcome on in. You excited for some competitive Madden action tonight?
Oh, Nick Mazesco, anytime I get to hop in the booth with you, my brother, it's going to be a great night. Big shouts to ESL for putting on and PlayStation for hosting our tournament tonight. Looking forward to seeing what these competitors got in store for us. And we were talking about it in the pre-show. I can't wait to get to the action here.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, if you're just tuning in, you're wondering what's going on here, let's go over some of the nuts and bolts, the format, the prizing, the bracket. We're going to go over all that right now. Let's first talk format here in the PlayStation Open Series. Top 8 goes to top 4. That's what you're going to be watching tonight. It is single elimination, best of 1. Fend, it doesn't get more high pressure than that. There is no second chance. You better win your game, or you are indeed, at this point, probably staying home. You're not probably going home. You are at your house.
It's got to be now or never, as they say, Nick Mazesco. I'm excited to see what they got, man. High pressure situations right from the jump here.
It wouldn't be a tournament if there wasn't some money on the line. Who doesn't love playing Madden for a little bit of money? Top prize taking home $200. That's a lot of lunches. Second place, that $150. Third taking home $100, and fourth place, $50. So guess what? If you made it to the top 4 at this point, Fend, you've already guaranteed yourself some pocket change.
In the money, man. For a couple games of John Madden football with all that bread on the line, I think we're going to see these competitors' best gameplay for certain.
Let's take a look at our bracket, see where we stand right now as we get into tournament time. We got LSU Gym Rat right at the top of that bracket. He's got a fun little game. He's going to have to take on Heisenberger, and then bottom bracket, it's going to be Pick Nasty taking on Koibot. Fend, we're going to be learning a lot about these players. I'm excited to see what kind of offenses these guys are bringing to the MUT mode.
Man, and that's a beautiful thing, and I think the MUT mode is going to lend itself to allowing these players to individualize their styles a little bit. We've seen plenty of the meta type of play from the top caliber players, and we know these competitors are going to be down to get busy here, but I'm curious to see whether we see any wrinkles, anything a little bit different or new in their play styles.
We will crown a champion tonight. Now, having a lot of fun out here. You might be wondering, what are these PlayStation Open tournaments? Well, these PlayStation tournaments, they bring together thousands of players from around the world to compete in some of their favorite games. And listen, there's a whole lot of different games out there. The Open Series includes games from FGC titles like Tekken 7 to sports games. You're seeing Madden tonight, NBA 2K, and of course, those FPS games, Call of Duty, Apex, Rainbow Six. So no matter what type of game you like, we've got them here with the PlayStation Open tournaments. Players are able to sign up for these tournaments directly from the PlayStation Tournaments app on their consoles or on the Competition Center websites. Full list of games and participating regions can be found on the Competition Center. Head on over to compete.playstation.com. I think this is really fun because you see, Fend, if you're a variety guy, if maybe you're watching this and you're like, man, I'm not really a Madden guy, I'm more of an FPS guy, there's an opportunity for you to compete no matter what type of game is your pleasure.
Man, you got options. Again, we were talking about it in the pre-show. I've watched this PlayStation channel and these tournaments put on for games that sometimes I won't watch all of. They're always so well put together. You get to see a little bit of everything. And like you said, man, variety, spice of life. I've been all over these tournaments. I'm excited for hours here this evening.
Well, we're not ready to get to games. So let's talk a little bit about our first matchup as we get the semifinals underway here at the PlayStation Open Series. Madden NFL 23 action, and we got Heisenberger, 32 years old, not too far from you, Fend. He's a Northeast boy up from Massachusetts.
Northeast boy, I gotta love the 30-plus Madden crew coming out to play here this evening for the tournament. My man Greg, 32 years old from Massachusetts, Heisenberger. First competitor on the night. Can't wait to see him.
Check him out on Twitch, Heisenberger 1990. He's going to be taking on LSU Gym Rat, also known as DK, just 19 years old, and no surprise, rocking LSU. I'm going to guess, big Tigers fan, loves Brian Kelly and the family, and he's going to be looking to secure a spot in the finals.
That's certainly what it's looking like. A little bit of battle between generations. Some of the young guns of the Madden community. I might be leaning 30-plus early, but let's not be too biased before the matchup. Room for a great one.
Great first semifinal, LSU Gym Rat and Heisenberger. DK taking on Greg, spot in the finals on the line. We're going to be learning a lot. Fend, I feel like with this, especially here in Madden 23, these first couple drives, we're going to really find out who has the edge momentum-wise as we get through this game.
Oh, absolutely. Within really a drive or two, I think we'll probably be able to see what these guys are going to be working with, their base defenses, and a little bit about the offensive schemes that they're going to bring into their matchups. And like you said, you get to tell that fairly early in these matchups. You get a feel for the stick skill and some of the schemes you're going to be seeing on either side of the ball. Like I said, I got my fingers crossed that we might see something a little bit different, some wrinkles, some unique type of gameplay from these competitors here, Heisenberger and LSU Gym Rat. As little meta ag catching as we can commentate on tonight, Nick Mazesco, the better, but I'm be down for it however it looks.
I'm excited to see what sort of items they have out there on their MUT squads. We've seen a lot of the top players using their John Elways out there. You see the Calvin Johnsons. But listen, we've got some guys here, open tournament. You got people signing up from all walks of life. Fen, I don't know if we're going to see a John Elway tonight. We might be seeing some of those Josh Allens, the Aaron Rodgers out there. We might be seeing some of the Team of the Week just released today. We might be seeing some of those harvest items. It's really a wild card as to what teams these guys are running.
True indeed, and I think that's a beautiful thing, man. Let's show us a little bit of the depth of the item pool in MUT. We're treated to the top level items from these comp guys fairly well consistently. We'll see them plenty tomorrow as well. But if we could see some of these lesser used cards, maybe some ability discounted ability buckets that we're not often seeing in the head-to-head streets, learn a little bit. Who knows? Y'all might be able to pick up something for your game based on what we're seeing here this evening.
I give a big shout out to everybody hanging out with us, twitch.tv/PlayStation. I see OG to Business out there, Koi42, Glenn's out there. We got Wicked out there. We got Lena out there. Good to see everybody out there hanging out with us. Hey, listen, it's a Tuesday night. The only football to compete with is little Tuesday night Maction. If you're into Mac, we got, of course, Mac has spread out their games in the college scene throughout the week, but there's still plenty of Madden to be had on Tuesday night. We get some semifinals and a final. Get to give away a little money.
Giving away a little money over John Madden football on a rainy weeknight here, Nick Mazesco. It don't get much better than that with the voice of competitive Madden in the booth. I mean, I hope these players are ready for the honor that is Nick Mazesco on the call here this evening, man. What a treat.
Are you ready to go?
I am ready to rock. Are you ready to rock?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Our first semifinal about to get underway. LSU Gym Rat rocking the Green Bay Packers unis. Heisenberg rocking the New England Patriots. I believe that is what my screen is telling me. Yes, indeed. As the kick is away, Heisenberger will get the ball first. And we are underway with the semifinals of this PlayStation Open tournament here on MUT. Big hit at the 30-yard line. What a way to kick off the game.
Oh, starting early with some energy here. We'll get to see these players put in their adjustments. Haven't seen this play call in a little while here, Nick Mazesco.
Taking a look at what we got going on defensively. See who's out there. I see Grant Delpit. That's a Cleveland Brown. That's a choice. Oh boy. Are we gonna get a little line it up and run the ball? This is not.
Are we gonna get Toady here?
Settle down. Okay, easy. Easy. Deep breath. Deep breath. It's Josh Allen under center. Handoff. Derrick Henry balling over the defender. The former Alabama Crimson Tide doing what he does best.
Great Scott, man. I mean, if you've got Derrick Henry in the game, let that man eat right up the middle against the nickel 2-4. Looked like he had that set a little bit lighter defensively here, too, with a couple of D-backs in the game at the linebacker position. As you know, with these nickel sets, sometimes these players will be able to substitute some lighter bodies, some D-backs at those linebacker spots, a little bit better in pass coverage, but you're going to pay for it. Like we saw there, you may well meet him in the gap. Derrick Henry is going to be a bit overwhelming for that matchup there in the A-gap.
Saying go plug that Ethernet cord in. Let's make sure we have no network issues. We need to be playing on the McDonald's Wi-Fi. Okay?
Next door.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad we went to the same place. We went. Okay, all right. We both went to the McDonald's Wi-Fi. Good to know we are on one track tonight.
Beautiful. You can tell that I watched some Nick Mazesco commentary games. All right.
Second and 3. Josh Allen back to pass. And I look over the middle, and that is Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, with a catch. And, boy, here's all I'm saying, Fen. I know the MVP in the National Football League typically reserved for the quarterbacks. We see him take it home a lot. But, man, Tyreek Hill's got a case for being the most valuable player the way he's making those Miami Dolphins look.
I mean, holy mackerel, and he's making Tua look like an absolute superstar. I don't know if Tua is Tom Brady of old or he's Pat Mahomes of new or what he's got going on, but my man is beaming.
Oh,
there's
no.
Henry again. Great Scott.
You see him lighten up there. I believe believe that means he's got freight train on him. That's what I would guess.
I do believe so. If he's not lit up, he might be. That might be the ability bucket there for him. He might be getting more powerful truck animations. What do we got? Do believe that's Bruiser. Bruiser right. Gets you both of them, right? Yeah. Stiff arm and trucking, I do believe.
It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here we go. We're gonna have to call up Optimum after the game. We're gonna get through this thing. Polamau, season reward, safety there. Great player. One extra body in the box here for the second one play.
Allen back to pass, quick throw. Tony G with the catch. In my estimation, the best tight end of all time.
I think that's fair to say. I think that's probably fair. I don't know if you were looking for an argument for me. You're not gonna get one though, brother.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Yeah, I mean, I thought Jeremy Shockey might pop up for you or something.
That would have been a layup as a Giants fan, but I gotta take myself a little more seriously than that, you know.
It was not Evan Ingram?
Certainly not Evan Ingram, no.
Just throwing it out there. It's an option.
Yeah, I appreciate the suggestion. It's a hard no. I like that timeout there coming out in the single back wing.
He took the delay game.
Oh, not a timeout. Okay. Would have liked a timeout there.
Yeah, I mean, the timeout popped on the screen.
Single back set.
Yeah. Timeout popped up on the screen, but no, that was a penalty. 1st and 15. Allen under center. 3 tight ends. As Josh Allen, he's going to throw it up. He's taking a shot. Tyreek Hill over the top of the defense. How many times have we seen that? Tyreek the Freak to the end zone.
Nick Mazzesko, we need to have a real conversation about whether you actually just spoke that into existence, brother, because my goodness, no sooner did you finish the conversation about Tyreek Hill for MVP of the league than we saw Tyreek Hill for the early MVP of the first quarter here. Getting on the board, pending extra points. 7-0 is your ball game. Pretty convincing first offensive drive here. Opportunity for LSU Jim Rat now to respond in an early hole.
7-0. Boy, oh boy. How many times have we seen Tyreek Hill just absolutely burn a defense? And now we can see what LSU Jim Rat's got. Rocking those Green Bay Packers unis. Green Bay, tough year so far, but hey, they got a big win this past weekend, and maybe that'll set Aaron Rodgers on the right track.
Yeah. Maybe it will.
Ooh, and look who he's got at the quarterback. Former Tennessee
McNair,
Titan,
there he is.
The late legend, Steve McNair.
Oh, buddy. Do you want the whole thing?
There he goes. Now, Fed, I got to ask you, you're somebody who dabbles in the Madden Ultimate Team. I really think this AKA program that they have in Madden Ultimate Team, we're getting to see the nicknames out there. That's why you see Aaron McNair out there as his name. I think they're really cool.
Really cool. The card art has been awesome. Really creative from the MUT team on some of the pieces that they've put together there. It's been one of my favorite programs. CJ2K, Chris Johnson coming out fairly recently as well. Some of the better cards, cool card art. I've been loving it.
McNair back to pass on 1st and 10, and he'll throw this one away. Good pressure. We're going to see that's going to be the difference here. But Fenton, what we're seeing early in this game, not a lot of high ball ags. They're using the speed of Tyreek Hill, and we're seeing some different offense than we're used to seeing.
Yeah, true indeed, especially here. This is looking a little more like kind of the rollout corner game from way back there in Madden 20. But in between Tote and the Rock, you would get a nice rollout corner action that year. Look kind of familiar here, how he's rocking Aaron McNair. And you got to notice how quickly these players put in their adjustments, put in their substitutions. Now, you can tell that this is not indeed the first rep they're getting with their MUT teams.
2nd and 10. Tight slots as McNair drops back to pass. 4-man rush. McNair outside of the pocket.
Right on cue.
He's looking for the corner route. And there's that man again. Number 87, Dave Casper with the catch on the right side.
The almost catch on the right side. A little bit of a Cheatham-Cheathamite situation there.
Well, listen. I'm not saying that it has to do with the fact that he's a Notre Dame Fighting Irish and Notre Dame. A whole choke there from the Fighting Irish.
What we're doing? That's what we're doing. Okay, Nick Mazzesko's back.
Fan, I have to.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. OH.
I-O. By the way, shout out to Dave Casper from Bemidji, Minnesota. A great, one of my favorite town names because there's a D and a J and an I in Bemidji. Throws it up. No, thank you, sir. Great defense on the edge. I believe that's Jalen Ramsey out there, 4th and 10.
And we're getting a little bit of rollout treatment here. I don't know, Nick Mazzesko. Do these competitors have comms from the booth here? You get to talking about Tyreek Hill over the top. I get to talking about rollout corners. We get 2 in a row. Big 4th and 10 play here.
Oh, look at that. User rush up the middle, and it forces an incomplete pass, and just like that, Heisenberger with the first defensive stop of the game.
Nasty business on the user rush. You got to fully commit to that because you're taking yourself out of big position to defend the middle of the field. If you can't get that sack off, he does indeed. Check down to Derrick Henry. Good stop there for Heisenberger. Loss of 1. Excuse me, for Jim Rat. Heisenberger with the loss of 1. Looking at a 2nd and 11 here. Up 7 early on. First quarter dwindling.
By the way, he did that user rush with Isaiah Polamalu, not Polamalu. Isaiah Polamalu, the comp pass. Then he goes back and gives a gift to who else? Isaiah Polamalu, the USC Trojan, with the interception. We're going the other way.
There is some MUT magic at work today here, Nick Mazzesko. No sooner do we call him out than he's making the play in the middle of the field. Looking like Troy Polamalu, though. He could have fooled me.
Head and shoulders above the rest. 1st and 10. McNair underneath. Derrick Henry lower the shoulder and fight for that first down as we get to the end of 1. 7-0. Heisenberger with the lead. LSU Jim Rat on the drive.
Head and shoulders. I see what you did there, Nick Mazzesko. No free ads. First and 10 here. 36-yard line. Looking in. Checks it down to Turpin. Short gain. He doesn't like it. He loves it. Hurries up to the line for the 2nd and 9.
Tight slots, 3 wide, 1 tight end. Derrick Henry on the right hip of the former Alcorn State Brave, Steve McNair, in the shotgun. As he drops back to pass, delayed blitz picked up nicely. McNair's got lots of room on the right side. He'll take a big hit on the sidelines, but he'll pick up 8, make it a 3rd and short.
I mean, you're taking an 8-yard scramble any day of the week, but for the first time, he had that corner that he's been looking at literally all day. Rolling right, corner was moving left. Didn't feel good throwing it. Can't say I blame him. Gain 8, 3rd and 2. Big play here.
Hand off to Henry, and Henry fought through some tackles and does what we've seen so often from the King, turns a nothing into a first down.
Yeah, I mean, that's the Derrick Henry difference. If you were with one of these light, even one of the better backs, Barry Sanders, for example, they're not making that conversion. They're not making that play. Derrick Henry in the game, though, a little bit different story. Falling forward for the first down. And the Heisenberger, excuse me, I'm going to get this right by the end of the game, I promise you. The LSU Gym Rat drive continues here.
Under a little trips tight end action. Haven't seen that since Madden 21. Well, motion, and it's going to be handoff to Henry.
Love that.
Good defense on the outside, but Derrick Henry fights forward for 5 yards. We'll call it 4.5, make it a 2nd and 6.
Good defense, but man, I love that counter out of that trips look. We saw that really effective in some MCS play. Obviously, these guys leveraging some high caliber gameplay here as well. Heisenberger defensively, making a couple unique adjustments, but, a lot of variations of some different nickel sets. Derrick Henry eating them up. Easy first down there, down to the 11-yard line. Looked like he had him bottled up for just but a second.
Here's what I love about this offense, by the way, from LSU Jim. Remember last drive, Fenn? 1 for 5 passing in the interception. He sits there, adjusts a little bit, goes, guess what? I'm having success on the ground. Why put it in the air? Let's ground and pound with King Henry. And right now, it's got him down to the 11-yard line.
Agreed. And I'm watching him make some adjustments in this goal line set. And as a toter, you know me, Nick Mazzesko, I like to run that rock when I'm in these head-to-head streets. I like the adjustments there, putting some beef in the backfield there and goal line. But you're absolutely right, man. Don't just beat your head into the wall, hoping that the same thing that's not working is going to work eventually. You got a limited time. We know the format for our ESL PlayStation Madden MUT Invitational tonight, single elimination. So bread is on the line already. There is no later tonight. There is no tomorrow. You got to make it happen now.
I mean, there is a tomorrow, but it's not in this tournament.
Well,
don't want to threaten the alarmists out there. Sit there.
Nick,
what do you mean there is no? The sky is falling.
I was trying to do a thing. All right.
Listen, not everybody's been listening the whole time, okay? Some people just pop in, they hear one thing, and then they go to Twitter, and Elon gives them
When you say no tomorrow, I heard it on the PlayStation channel.
I heard
Are they serious or are they joking?
I heard it. Elon, help. Elon, 7-0. Our score, LSU Jim Rat gives it to Henry. And how about a little bit of run defense from Heisenberger? So inside, get that A-gap, making sure Derrick Henry gets nothing.
bottled up there. I love setting the mic and the double team on the tote. I've had a conversation. Big shouts to Official Mole, one of the devs of John Madden Football, has confirmed to me that from what he says, I almost don't even believe it, that marking a mic and a double team on a run play is always placebo and always has been placebo. Man, listen, big shouts to LSU Jim right here. I don't think it is. I think that's a great call. I love the double on the inside. RPO toss to Tyreek Hill.
Bubble screen. Got him. He hits the end zone. Touchdown, Tyreek. Listen, he was running the ball that whole drive. That was a pseudo run play as he gets outside. Tyreek Hill on the screen. And we are all tied up with a minute and a half go in the first half.
I really like everything we saw there. The rebound, the adjustments. I like the brainedness of, kind of tempering the defense to expect that inside give in some way, shape, or form. Derrick Henry had been eating you up. Call that RPO, make a read, and Tyreek Hill doing his best Derrick Henry impression, falling forward into the end zone. Look, that was a pretty close spot, but fair and square for a 7-up contest here. About a minute 26 left before halftime. Ball on the 27-yard line where Heisenberger will start his next drive after the big lurk that LSU Jim Rat was able to pull down on his last defensive opportunity.
1st and 10. Josh Allen at the helm for Heisenberger, former Wyoming Cowboy, dealing with that UCL injury in Buffalo. I know every Buffalo Bills fan is holding their breath, hoping that injury doesn't get anywhere. I was shocked he played this past Sunday. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, we're going to put Josh Allen out there to fight Kirk Cousins with his potential career health on the line. I don't know.
Oh, pressure. Down goes Allen. Emmanuel Ogbah with the sack. Cleveland Browns legend Emmanuel Ogbah now out in Miami. He's making plays.
Yeah, of course, you being a Giants fan, we're a little less concerned. I'm trying to convert Nick Mazesco here, folks. Lifetime Browns fan. I'm trying to bring him to the bandwagon that is Giants fandom here. Nick, that was Baggy Simpson. There was nowhere to go with that rock. No pocket to step up into. He's keeping his 3 timeouts. I like the tote there. I'd use one here, and he will.
There's the timeout. So 28 seconds left. LSU Jim Rat is going to get the ball back and fed. Right now, it feels like LSU Jim Rat has all the momentum.
And he had to recapture it, which is even more impressive. But you are correct indeed. He'll have 2 timeouts, and the way this offense has been moving and grooving, 2 timeouts and what'll amount to maybe about 20 seconds on the clock.
Turpin with the return. He's past the 35, and he'll get near the 40-yard line with 19 seconds left. So if you're LSU Jim Rat, you got 2 timeouts, Ben. You got the whole field to work with. Your goal is just getting the field goal range.
Field goal range indeed, but I mean, you got to be cautious enough, obviously, especially on these first, 1 or 2 plays here. It's got to be anything but an interception, man. You could give up all that momentum that we were touting just now in just a play or 2. So smart football.
McNair right side this time. Casper doesn't drop it this time. Picks up a first down. Timeout taken. 12 seconds left. Be a 59-yard kick from here. I don't know if he has Justin Tucker.
Don't know if he's got Justin Tucker either. I suppose we are about to see. He's got the 1 timeout, so a little bit of insurance policy there. Looks like probably a cover 3 that just got base aligned out of the nickel there for Heisenberger defensively.
11 seconds, 10 seconds. McNair outside of the pocket. He's looking for him. He's got Tyreek. Did he get the feet in bounds? He did indeed at the 20-yard line. Do you take a shot to the end zone?
I think he's going to take a shot for the end zone here, Nick Mazesco. Would I? No. I don't have dots like these competitors do. I'm going to look to run the ball. 7 seconds left. He's got the timeout. Just can't take forever. Make a read. If it's not there, throw it away. Kick your field goal. Live to fight another half. Aaron McNair back to pass.
6 seconds, 5 seconds. Baby. Those at left side. Went for a swerve there. Didn't quite swerve back. It'll luckily fall incomplete. That could have been disastrous. There was a corner waiting, just waiting to take that one back to the other way.
I don't know. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. It was a bad click on is what it was. I don't know what it was supposed to be, though. That's not ordinarily a route or a field position that I see very often, people clicking on and trying to make the, the swiggle stick, swerve catch there. But All's well that ends well. He does indeed get the 3 points. Pretty big swing of momentum. Halftime adjustments on your screen here, folks. In case it's the first time you're seeing the game this year at halftime, each player has the opportunity to switch the abilities that they have on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball. Obviously, abilities introduced a few years ago in Madden give your players, boosts in particular aspects of the game, and have been crucial in the punch and counter punch era of modern Madden, and obviously hugely important in a MUT tournament like this one. I don't think we saw any adjustments. Lots of times players will just kind of rock with what they're comfortable with. But now up 3, LSU Gym Rat with the rock and momentum and the lead and a lot going for him. 1st and 10.
Steve McNair back in the shotgun. A lot of running we saw from LSU Gym Rat. It's how he worked down the field and got his first touchdown. He's going to give it to Derrick Henry. And guess what? Looked like Reggie White was in the backfield, the minister of defense. Blowing that play up in the backfield is going to be a loss of 1.
The minister of defense across the back of a jersey is some nasty business, man. They about ran out of thread count on that thing for him. And you got it. I mean, as a toter, my heart goes out to LSU Gym Rat right there. It was well set up with the motion. He had good numbers. I thought that was a pretty big brain play. Minister of Defense, Big Reggie White, though, said, no, sir, please and thank you. Big shed to make the play. Loss of 1. McNair, easy pickings there.
Yeah, that one was a easy pass. That was Michael Crabtree, former Texas Tech Red Raider, with the catch. 1st down and 10. McNair back to pass, 3-man rush. He's going for that rollout corner. That's tight coverage. Dave Casper deflected, but he's not going to get the feet in bounds. That one was almost a disastrous turnover.
Disastrous turnover indeed, and I don't love the hurry up here, Nick Mazesco. I know it's just the 3rd quarter. It's only a 3-point game, but with the lead and the ball, I'm not seeing any reason. Aaron McNair scrambles right, escapes right, takes a hit in the open field, and man, oh man, will those wind up with a fumble more often than not. I think getting a little bit lucky there. Aaron McNair going down harmlessly in the open field. I don't know if you need to be in such a rush here with the rock and a 3-point advantage. Hurried up to the line and winds up making a bad read about it to Tyreek Hill on that corner. But he got himself a 1st and 10. He stays alive here.
McNair back to pass. He'll get outside of the pocket. He's got lots of room. Man coverage down the field. Here comes the user. Ooh. But he got past the user and then got scared of taking a hit and stepped out of bounds after a gain of 6.
I know both of the competitors there, Heisenberger and LSU Gym Rat, are probably shaking their heads a little bit. I can't imagine either of those guys feel good about the stick there. Derrick Henry up the middle. Ooh, looking like he was getting tackled into one of those aggressive strip type animations. I got to think Heisenberger is going to be spamming that R1 button, spamming that strip button, trying to get the rock out here. Derrick Henry
at the fullback position. Yeah, he'll pick up the 2. Listen, let's not make it complicated. Give the ball to your workhorse back. Pick up a 1st down. It's what our New York Giants do each and every week.
Our New York Giants. Ain't that a beautiful thing, man? Holy mackerel, that's not getting old. And that's off of the adjustments that we were talking about just a couple minutes ago. He hopped into the goal line. He was moving some big daddy-os around. Obviously had Allstott at the tailback spot there and Derrick Henry at the fullback. Closer distance between Derrick Henry and that 1st down. It works well for him there. Defensive adjustment here, it looks like from Heisenberger into dollar. Been spending a lot of time in nickel. Get some more D-backs on the field. Looks like Jim Rat sees it.
Trio?
Yeah.
Do the single back trio, single back tray, and he'll give it to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry will get to the 32-yard line. Pretty easy 7 yards there. Wasn't really touched till the tackle.
No, easy 7 yards, and then the hurry up again. In this case, I think nasty business. A little bit cheesy. He'll get the encroachment against the defense for the free 1st down. In that case, I agree that you probably just want to pound away at dollar. But counting your possessions in a highly competitive Madden game like this, I think, is so important.
There's Dave Casper. Oh, nice stop and go, and then back to it, and fight through it down to the 1-yard line. Almost found his way to the end zone with some nifty stick work.
Oh, some good old-fashioned stop and go. Threw the brakes on him in the open field. If that goes for 6, that's winding up on TikTok for that guy's clip by the end of the night. No such luck. Derrick Henry?
Nope, not going to get it. Okay, listen, if I'm LSU Jim Rat, I'm not snapping this ball. Take it to the fourth quarter.
No, there's absolutely no reason you snap this football other than to extend the game for Heisenberger, and you don't want to do that here.
We'll see if he recognizes the opportunity to run this clock down. Does run under 10, changing up the play. And he'll snap the ball, and Derrick Henry's going to score. So it's going to give Heisenberger a free snap here in the third quarter. But nonetheless, LSU Jim Rat extends it to a 2-score lead.
Yeah, I suppose you get a little bit of leeway on your game management, clock management type decisions when you score touchdowns and go up by 2 possessions. All's well that ends well. Derrick Henry at that fullback spot been pretty glitchy. Not a bad defense, obviously, there for Heisenberger. Had to come out in the goal line, but not quite enough. That interior push, good enough to get Derrick Henry home. And this thing is turned around a bit here for our boy Heisenberger in a 10-point deficit. Got the rock. He does have these, he's going to have a, clock stoppage at the third quarter here.
Great first semifinal. Don't forget, we've got another semifinal coming up next, as we're going to get to see Pick Nasty take on Koibot for the spot of the finals. And then guess what? We close it all out with the final game. I mean, come on, you gotta have the finals. We don't just tease you with the semifinals. We bring it all the way to the end. That was almost jumped. Dangerous throw to Derrick Henry in the flat.
Ooh, I don't think that was the read, man. And I can't wait. We're going to enjoy it all the way through, but love that we will get to see the conclusion of the tournament as well. A lot of live action to be spent up until then. Not the read there. And them purples, if he called that cover 4, and purples were looking like those are in 5s or 0s on his zone adjustment. 1 second left in the third quarter here. Play clock dwindling.
So how about Heisenberger?
Nickel on defense.
Heisenberger getting 2 plays in the third quarter.
Just like that.
This will be the final play. Gets hit as he throws. Still gets it to Derrick Henry. He's only going to pick up 1. Put your 4s up in the chat. We're headed to the fourth quarter. LSU Jim Rat up by 10. Heisenberger looking to make a comeback.
4's up, y'all. Let's see if he's got some fourth quarter action here. It's going to take some defense regardless. Obviously going to need to score here. And whether 7 or 3, you got to feel like it needs to be points, regardless of what variety. But got to start now. There is no tomorrow, Nick Mazesco.
It's that tournament. One shining moment to reach for the sky.
Oh, you got to pay extra for that.
Yeah, I'm basically Luther Vandross. You're welcome. 17-7, 3rd and 9. As Allen drops back to pass. Looks over the middle, throws it into coverage, and gets a catch. Oh, boy. How about that catch by Mr. number 19, the do-it-all, Deebo Samuel. Taking that away from the defender.
Yeah, do it all, including maintaining possession of the football, because great Scott. That was a contested situation there. Defense has been baggy, man. Defense has been baggy for Jim Rat. It leaves a spy on the D-line there. Didn't trust it. Josh?
Oh, Deebo this time doesn't make the catch. Listen, that pickup of the first down, it might not have been a good read, but it was the right read because it got him there. 2nd and 10. LSU Jim Rat's pass defense has been stellar.
It's been spectacular. There's no place to scramble. Nothing seems open. He's passing off his routes well. The user has felt like it's been everywhere. Pre-snap adjustments.
Ooh, how about Mike Gesicki, the Penn State Nittany Lion, shaking off a tackle in the underneath route. 3rd and 4. 3 tight ends right side of the formation for Josh Allen. Derrick Henry in the backfield. Lone wide receiver split wide left. As Allen is going to take off and scramble. He liked the look. He took a hit, but he picked up the first down.
Oh, man, didn't just take the hit. I mean, he turned right into the guy. Good night, nurse. A couple of these guys getting a little bit blessed with their quarterback's ball security here so far. I love that single back, overloaded look there, especially when he got a baseline nickel on defense. Obviously, probably a little late to tote the rock, but, man, that was just begging to get stretched.
And there's the defense stepping up. Jones with the sack. 2nd and 20. Clock moving towards that 2-minute warning. Heisenberger needs to get points on the board in a hurry.
Oh, he's got to get it going. Now, I mean, Nick Mazesco, let me ask you, brother, after the first couple of drives that we watched as this game opened up, did you expect that we will be looking at an LSU Jim Rat 10-point advantage coming up on the 2-minute warning here?
No. I mean, no. But it tells you how quickly the momentum can change in this game.
True indeed. And these, they don't feel very long, but these John Madden football games are a little longer than we give them credit for sometimes. Got to play all 4 quarters. A hot start and a turnover. Touchdown into a turnover has been insufficient. It's been crickets ever since.
Throws it up, trying to get that high ball working. 4th and 20. Finish your ball game.
Yeah, it's going to be for the ball game. I mean, and there's just nothing available here. Making some adjustments here as we're seeing the defense to the to that dollar set. Very good guess that this is going to be some type of pass attempt here on 4th and 20 with the ball game in the balance. And LSU Gym Rat is looking pretty comfortable and confident with their adjustments to dollar here. Let's see if they want to send a hair of pressure or just drop everybody out.
The 3-man rush. Allen's going to step up. He might have one open over the middle. How does Tyreek Hill get that open on 4th and 20? A defensive miscue, and Heisenberger, like a defibrillator, is brought back to life.
We have signs of life on the field, ladies and gentlemen. There are signs of life.
Allen on 1st and 10. In trouble. You got to throw that ball away, young fella. 17-yard loss. Emmanuel Ogba's 2nd sack of the game.
Any way but this way. The 4th and 20 conversion to turn into a 2nd and 27 expeditiously. Holding on to his timeouts here, obviously, which is smart. If you wind up with all 3, get in the end zone here, you could consider avoiding an onside kick, but it's getting darker and darker.
Nope. That's not where you want to throw it. That's not where you want to throw it. Woolen going the other way. Woolen off to the races. He's got nothing but green grass in front of him. He's to the end zone, and LSU Gym Rat puts an exclamation point on the semifinal victory.
As I was saying, man, before I was so rudely interrupted by LSU Gym Rat and the game-clinching pick there, it was getting a little bit dark for Heisenberger. Obviously a great competitor and a great Madden player. Had a couple things that did not go his way, and this LSU Gym Rat defense stifling. Kept him in the pocket for the most part. And this is feeling a whole lot like GG's. Let's see these competitors finish this thing out strong here. 24-7 is your ball game. Heisenberger will get the rock. 3 possessions in 90 seconds. I'll tell you what, though, Nick Mazesco, if you can make this happen, it goes down in Madden lore, and you will have seen it here live on ESL on this PlayStation, on the PlayStation tournament. It would be pretty epic.
Minute 20 and you need 17 points. Yeah, it would be something that legends are made of. 1st and 10. Gonna go to a little strong eye formation. Just hand this ball to Derrick Henry. A good one. Again, a reminder. Just getting to this point, you've guaranteed yourself some money. And for Heisenberg, he's going to get to go play in a 3rd place game and a chance to win an extra $50.
True indeed. You're already in the money. Was not a waste of time. You got a great rep against a fellow great competitor. You got a chance to get on the PlayStation Twitch channel here. A lot of W's to be collected, even if Heisenberger was not indeed able to pull one out in game here today as time is dwindling. You got to love the respect between the opponents here. Heisenberger with a tip of the cap there, a bit handing the ball off to Derrick Henry a couple times. He's not going to burn his timeout.
Run this all the way down.
Yep.
And we've got our first finalist as the clocks are going to hit zeros. One final play from Heisenberger, and fitting that the defense steps up and takes a sack. LSU Gym Rat, a dominant 2nd half performance. The run game, the defense set it all up. LSU Gym Rat is on to the finals, as you see right here. He will await the winner of the Pick Nasty Koi game, but a really impressive defensive performance, Fend, from LSU Gym Rat.
Yeah, true indeed. And beyond the defensive performance, I feel like Gym Rat was able to get shook up a little bit that game. It was not all rainbows and sunshine from the offset. Had to, got scored on, had to make a stop, had to swing momentum a little bit in his favor, and was able to do that, man. In the terms of, you could call him battle tested in the first round of that tournament there. Everything went his way pretty much after that first quarter. Been able to rebound the way he did and adjust into such a stifling defense. I feel like Gym Rat's got to be feeling pretty good going forward for his potential matchup coming up next.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if LSU Jim Rat's going to continue that run game going into the finals, but gets a little advantage here. He gets to watch the second semifinal, do a little bit of scouting, find out what he's going to face. It should be a lot of fun. Now, before we step away for break, we just want to remind you guys, these PlayStation tournaments, these open tournaments are bringing together thousands of gamers from across the world, and you should get involved with this because there are tournaments across all game genres, from FGC titles like Tekken 7 and Street Fighter to sports games like Madden, NBA 2K, and of course those FPS games, Call of Duty, Apex, Rainbow Six, whatever your style is, you can find an open tournament. You're able to sign up for these tournaments. Go over to compete.playstation.com. You can also check out the PlayStation Tournaments app on the console, and you can go to the Competition Center website to sign up. So get involved. Find yourself a tournament that you think you've got a shot, because, hey, who doesn't love playing the games that you love and being able to take home some prize money? Again, that website, compete.playstation.com. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another semifinal coming up, so don't go anywhere. Pick Nasty and Coy gonna battle it out for one final spot in our finals. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Well, we've had a great semifinal in the books. We got another great semifinal coming up. Welcome back to the PlayStation Open tournaments. We're over on Madden 23 in the MUT mode. Nick Mazesco alongside Fendler. And Fen, we had a great first semifinal. We saw some defense. We saw some great running. But coming up next, our second semifinal, as we're going to get to find out more about these two players who, again, we're learning about tonight, and they're making their name in the Madden community.
Yeah, they sure are, man. If last game was any evidence of what is to come here, I think this next one is going to be pretty exciting here as well. We got to see a low-key comeback already. Like you said, some defense, some cool new offensive wrinkles. I'm excited to see what these next two competitors got cooked up for their game here as well.
Yeah, LSU Gym Rat waiting in the finals for one of these two players as we get to know them just a little bit better. Starting off with Coy, 16 years old, a young gun from, of course, a place where I lived for a long time, the state of Michigan. The younger generation, Fen, we've seen it in the MCS, we've seen it everywhere. Might be the most talented group of players to come through Madden in a long time.
I mean, headed up by guys like Henry. You're absolutely right. These young guns, as I look down in dismay at my old 32-year-old thumbs, they just don't have the juice that the thumbs of guys like this young gun Coy here, young 16-year-old, have at their disposal. I think we're going to see some pretty hot nonsense from the young crowd here.
I know arthritis is tough, man. It's tough for us. On the other side, Pick Nasty, closer to us, 29 years old from Tampa, Florida. Again, make sure you give these guys a follow over on Twitter and Twitch. But the Tampa native, we know a pretty good player from that Tampa area, none other than Clef the God.
Let's see if Pick Nasty is able to do his best Clef the God impression here. I think it might be a little bit of a stretch to call 29-year-old Pick Nasty a representative of old Madden here. Little generational battle here again, though. 16 years versus 29 years old. We'll see who gets the better of who here in the semifinal matchup. Best of one. Coy versus Pick Nasty here in the PlayStation Open Series MUT mode. Some good old-fashioned John Madden football, Nick Mazesco.
And by the way, no better time to be playing John Madden football, Fen, than around Thanksgiving. We know what Thanksgiving meant to Coach Madden, his favorite holiday. Somebody who always, I think, is the voice of Thanksgiving at that point. I remember sitting around the TV at Thanksgiving time, and you'd hear the football game going on in the background. So every time we get to play around Thanksgiving and give tribute to the late, great John Madden, I feel like it's just appropriate.
Oh, man, it's just a beautiful thing. And seeing a hot contest like this to get it started, we're in promo season, getting into the holidays. I do indeed agree. This is some of my favorite parts, especially in MUT, of Madden football in this year's installment honoring Coach John Madden. It feels fitting that these players are going so hard for this early mid-November tourney.
You think our man LSU Gym Rat's gonna be taking some notes from this game? I think he's gonna be watching this one with a little bit of intent.
Oh, I think he should be. I think he's probably going to be ready to rock. Because if those defensive adjustments we saw in game one are any evidence, I think he's probably got his clipboard ready to go, taking some notes on our second matchup here as the players are ready to rock. And we'll take the field here, looking at Raiders and Bears on the uniforms. Our boy Coybot in the Chicago uniforms.
I got to give the call out. Fen. Black Jesus in the chat came through with the chair emotes.
Chair emotes. Big shouts to the congregation in the chat. I see y'all. Any of my folks from my community, I'm so glad y'all came out. And big shouts to everyone else in the PlayStation chat this evening. I'm so glad y'all have joined us. An honor to hop in the booth with the voice of competitive Madden, Nick Mazesco here. And we will have Coybot making his adjustments in those Chicago Bears uniforms. As you know, in the MUT mode, a combination of all your favorite players. There's legends available. There's our new AKA players. So you might see, like we saw last game, the Minister of Defense on the back of a jersey. So you're going to see a best of. These are indeed all-star teams in the MUT mode. You can fit the scheme, fit the players to your scheme. Let's see what Coy is thinking here. 1st and 10.
I'm going to hand it off to, in my estimation, the best running back of all time. It's Barry Sanders. And Barry Sanders on the first play. He's getting wiggly. He's getting sticky. He's to the end zone. One play, one score. score. Barry making a house call.
I mean, the wiggle stick's a little bit of nasty business, man. The run stick in the vision to get free, a little bit of wiggle sticks to make sure no AI defenders are going to creep in on him too much. Looked cool. Result is pretty cool. 6 points early on. Pick Nasty's going to need to buckle his seatbelt and find a little bit of run defense. Not going to win too many games off one play defensive drives, but he'll get an opportunity to equalize things. Plenty of football yet to be played here. Pick Nasty will receive.
The kick is away. MJD will take it. Listen, I had a bunch of stuff I want to talk about. Just look like Coy rocking a little bit of a Bears theme team. We saw Justin Fields at quarterback, Cordero Patterson with that Bears chem, and then that's something this year. The theme teams, because the Legends theme team is out there, they kind of get lost a little bit because everybody wants to run the Legends theme team. But I think it's one of the most fun part of playing this Madden Ultimate Team mode.
Yeah, I think so too, Nick Manzesko. And I think this year, as I'm sure a lot of y'all folks know, so certainly not to mansplain it, the Legend, Derrick Henry, the big truck off right tackle there, good for a gain of 4. The Legends theme team being adjusted such that you can only get 1 extra speed, when in every other theme team, you can get a maximum of 2 extra speed. I like how you can't call it a nerf because that Legends theme team is still just so good. Oh, buddy, does he like that running back, middle of the field? Reading, seeing nothing. Derek Carr takes a pop out of bounds there. Gain of just a couple. Brings up a 3rd and 4. But to your point, you max out your theme team, you're going to get +2 speed for all the players on that team, on your MUT squad. And in, this season, before these speeds have been maxed out in game, that 2 speed you're going to find making a big difference on both sides of the ball. 3rd and 4 play here.
Or it might be a Raiders team out there. That's Derek Carr at QB. It's going to be a handoff to Derrick Henry. And it looks like Henry will have it up for first down as we've got in for Paydirt in the chat. Throwing out a little let's go Pick Nasty.
Love for Pick Nasty in the channel. Love for these competitors.
I think Derrick Henry might be getting some touches in this game. I'm not going to lie. It seems like the offense might be running through Derrick Henry.
Might be a pretty good football player, Nick Manzesko. We saw a little bit of Derrick Henry on that last ball game here as well. David Casper on the dump off. Big pop there.
Dave, you good? Dave took an absolute, took a big old hit. Give me a 3rd and 1. If I am Koybot, I'm trying to find where Derrick Henry is and trying to predict where he's about to run this ball.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Anybody but Derrick Henry here. If you're going to beat me elsewhere, Dave Casper, one of these other offensive weapons, then so be it. Anybody but Derrick Henry.
Rafe coming in and saying band theme teams. All right, Rafe. Mods band?
Classic Rafe move. Big shouts to Rafe and the congregation in the channel.
Quick throw right side. Derrick Henry with the catch. The ball's out. The ball's out. It's picked up. Isaiah Simmons. He's like NASA with all the space he's got out there to the end zone. Touchdown for Coy.
And seeing apparently the Coy trademark wiggle sticks looks kind of ridiculous, but all's well that ends well, man. If you're getting in for 6, you can get as wiggly as you want to. And an early, now 14-point deficit for Pick Nasty is going to need to figure something out, and it's going to need to be sooner than later. This is looking like it could get out of hand. Still plenty of football yet to be played here. Pick Nasty's got a rebound.
Boy, Fend, if you couldn't ask for a much better start for Koybot, able to get 2 touchdowns, a defensive score, get a little momentum, and now put all the pressure on Pick Nasty, but in for Paydirt, and they're saying don't count Pick Nasty out yet.
Oh, hang on now. We got still 3+ quarters of football. All right, we're not going to write anybody off. I've given up bigger leads. I've made, maybe made as big comebacks. That's neither here nor there. The point is, I've given up big leads before. I've seen it happen. We'll see if Koybot can hang in there. It's a big first defensive play for him. And, I mean, there is just no space at all here.
None. Really good user downfield. Derek Carr in trouble, and boy, Raiders fans, look away because you've seen a lot of this during the season. Derek Carr taking the sack, 3rd and forever.
I mean, I got to give credit to the user on the young gun, man. That Coy user was in 3 different places at once. Holy mackerel. Nowhere to go with the football. Absolutely stifling. Pick Nasty, a 3rd and 24. And, I mean, if I'm Pick Nasty here, Nick Manzesko, I'm going to throw.
That could be a pick. You're going to get if you're pick nasty, you're going to throw it to Derwin James as that's going the other way. Makes the man miss. Wiggling, finding his way down the field.
No.
Why not do it again? Put your floaties on. We got a flood. 20-0. Coy dominating on defense.
Oh, man, and that little Selly at the very end of this wiggle stick interception return. The little Selly struck me in the heart, so I know that Pick Nasty did not love to see all that happen. I didn't hate the read. I think he made it way too late there. And it doesn't matter what I was going to say. I was going to say anything but a turnover there, and I didn't get to it. There was a turnover before I could say that, Nick.
You know, if you had said it quicker, he probably wouldn't have done it because he would have heard you be like, "Oh, not a turnover. Sorry, my bad."
You know, I'm sorry I couldn't have helped. I'm sorry I couldn't have helped out more there for Pick Nasty.
Oh no! Rafe's got a good call. Are we about to see the message?
Not in tournament play, right? Do they turn off the message in tournament
They
play?
do not. I learned it. They don't. No.
Oh gosh.
No. MJD takes the knee and. Man, right now, Pick Nasty down 21-0. Now, here's what I will say.
Yeah.
Look for a little silver lining.
Got to.
Better be down 21-0 the first quarter than the fourth. You've got more time.
Yeah.
You got a chance to come back.
Listen, I mean, technically speaking, you are absolutely gosh darn correct. Okay, finally an offensive wrinkle that we haven't seen it, and I love that. There's no defensive adjustment there. All right, Pick Nasty shifts his bunch to the short side. Also, weak side of the defense. I mean, gets his first completion. It's only, well, not his first, but it feels like one of the first. Good for a gain of 4, but I do like that flip.
On 2nd and 6, stepping left, rolling left, might be running left. Takes a hit, fumbles it out of bounds, and loses 3 yards. So, still has the ball, 3rd and 9.
Still with the ball at 3rd and 9. Go ahead, throw the flip at him there. Go ahead, throw the flip at him.
He's just going to get to the second quarter. We're going to find out. No.
There it is.
Like this.
Oh,
not
buddy.
Like this.
Oh, gosh.
Not like this.
Oh, that's a tough scene.
You hate to see it. Nobody ever wants to see it.
Yep.
But it happens.
Yep.
That's your ball game. He said he took the message. He's the first one I've ever seen to actually take the message and be like, all right, yeah, you're right.
Okay. A little bit of an unexpected development, I would say there, Nick Mazesco. I mean, listen, no shame. As a guy that plays head-to-head Madden a few times a week, goodness knows that I have hopped myself out of some ball games where I'm just getting beat up. You got to give him a big shout for showing up on the big stage here at the PlayStation Open Tournament, getting a good showing. I'm sure probably going to learn a lot. Need to go back to the drawing board just a bit. But there ain't no shame in it, man. It looks like we may well be treated now, though, Nick Mazesco, to a defensive masterclass.
It's going to be fun to watch. I mean, it's just... Pick Nasty actually in the hey, what's up, Pick Nasty coming in the J says he on PS5 he won last year. So Coy might be a young phenom, Fen, the way he's performing back-to-back years.
I like that, man. And as we were talking about these young thumbs, man, 29 plus 30, almost 30-year-old Madden, not able to quite keep up with the wiggle sticks that we were seeing on some of those from Coy. Gets himself the heck out of Dodge against Pick Nasty. GG's to both the competitors there. Coy will get on to the finals now with the big money bag on the line. LSU Jim Rat and Coybot both exceeding defensive expectations, I think, so far. I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys do against each other. I don't know, man. If I would not want to play Coybot right this second. LSU Jim Rat didn't get a whole heck of a lot of time to get that notepad full of strats he can use and adjustments he can make.
His strats are don't fumble. Don't get hit by that hit stick.
And get out of the first quarter. Don't get sent the message. And you got to keep it pretty high level there at this point. So maybe these guys going in relatively even as far as scouting they've been able to do on each other. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what these guys can make happen here.
Coy pops in the chat after Pick Nasty comes with he's on the PS5. Coy goes, no, I'm on PS4. I'm just him.
I'm just great. I have my driver's permit now, and it's good stuff.
And Infor Pay Dirt saying, Coy beat me a couple weeks ago. He's solid. He just beat a very good player. Listen, sometimes not your day, but guess what? You got a third-place game to fight it out for. I see Jack's back there just going, there he is. There's the man. What's up, young gun? Popping in on the broadcast.
I'm not working at all. No, it's good.
It's okay. He's popping in at a good time because we're about to head to our finals. But, we just want to remind everybody. I know that last game might not have looked fun, but, man, there are so many of these PlayStation Open tournaments to sign up for. And we want to make sure that you guys can find them all. Head over to compete.playstation.com. They got tournaments across all genres, from those FGC titles like Tekken 7, Street Fighter 5, sports games like FIFA, Madden, and, of course, FPS tournaments, Call of Duty and Rainbow Six. So make sure you head over to compete.playstation.com. You can also check out the PlayStation Tournaments app on your console. That website, one more time, compete.playstation.com, has a full list of games and participating regions. So make sure you sign up. No matter what your style is, just get involved and play with PlayStation. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a final to get to. Two defensive masterminds will battle it out for the top prize and all the glory. Don't go anywhere. The PlayStation Open Series Madden 23 MUT Mode Tournament. We'll be back after this. It is time for our finals. We are back with a PlayStation Open series here on Madden 23. We're inside the MUT mode, and we've got our final set. Nick Mazzesko alongside the big man, one of the most entertaining streamers on Twitch. It is Fendler. Fen, we've seen defense be the name of the game, and it's a nice change of pace. As two people who watch a lot of competitive Madden, offense has been the name of the game in Madden 23, but these two finalists, they have brought the defense.
Absolutely, man. I don't think I've seen nary but a single maybe egg catching this whole thing. Everyone kind of making their own adjustments, retooling their offenses and defenses as needed. I like that first 2 game set. We got a little bit of everything. We got a moderate comeback made, a turn of momentum there for the young gun. Second game, a dominant performance. 2 great players, but indeed a dominant performance. I think it's important for the folks at home to remember that playing Madden at this high of a level, the score might have wound up lopsided. Important, I think, to remember, though, that these guys are probably beating me and you and Jimmy and Timmy down the street.
They're definitely beating me.
By about 40 points. So big respect to all the competitors for showing up here today. But let's call it what it is. A blowout in the last game. We'll see if Coy can maintain his momentum there. Coming in this finals matchup in the PlayStation Open tournament for the bread, Nick Mazzesko. Finals for some more money.
Yeah, don't forget, this is a $50 game of Madden. Second place taking home $150. First place taking home $200. Our competitors for this final, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in, we start off with the 19-year-old from Louisiana, Gooks Tigers, indeed, the family, LSU Gym Rat. We saw great rushing offense with Derrick Henry from Gym Rat in this first game, and then the defense forcing some turnovers on downs and able to really just choke the life out of his opponent.
And I am selfishly, as a toter myself, looking forward to seeing a little bit more of that Derrick Henry-centered running offense here. Got Barry Sanders will be across the ball from him, but looks like young Madden got one on old Madden here today. We're going to have the 19-year-old LSU Gym Rat and 16-year-old Coy. I'm hoping we see a little more of that rushing attack here in the finals.
Yeah, on that flip side, it's going to be Coy, 16-year-old from Michigan. And Fend, let's be 100% honest. We saw one offensive play from Coy in a 21-0 game. It was a 75-yard touchdown to Barry Sanders, and it was 2 defensive touchdowns. So Coy might be a toter too, for all we know. All we know is Barry Sanders hit the end zone expeditiously,
if not indeed faster than that. And that's a great point, Nick Mazzesko. Who the absolute heck knows what Coy is going to want to get into offensively here? I suppose there's only one way to find out. We've certainly seen much more of LSU Gym Rat on both sides of the ball here. We know Coybot's going to have a pretty stifling defense, but offensively, it's anybody's guess as to what we're going to see. Maybe a bet on Barry Sanders with some more wiggle sticks, but this may well be, man, I'm kind of hoping for. I will be okay with the defensive battle here from a couple of young, bright competitors this evening.
Boy in the chat, this is the demonic move. The 16-year-old in the chat watching the stream says, I don't not run the ball, maybe 5 times a game if lucky. We're going to see a passing attack is what he's saying.
I like that he's given the self-scout, tipping his cards a little bit. The young gun is confident as well. He should be. I don't remember the last time I've sent someone the message in the first quarter. I don't remember the last time I've seen someone accept the bailout of the message in the first quarter. So if I'm Coy, I'm feeling pretty good about the situation right now, but he's going to need to put out one more W to get into that big finals purse of $200 here on the line. Bears versus Packers rivalry game.
A little bit of. Here's all I'm saying. Then I am taking my jacket off, and I hope it will stay off for at least more than the 4 minutes of game time it did last time, and force me into a straight up scramble to get the blazer back on as we have our finals.
I mean, you did a great job, though. Massive scramble. I think the chances are high that we will be able to enjoy more, indeed, than just the first quarter here. As a reminder, LSU Gym Rat will be in the Packer uniforms here. Young Coy in the Bears jerseys. Coy will start on offense, and we get treated to that is something else. The wiggle sticks give me a little bit of anxiety. We'll see what he's actually got going on offensively here.
Should be a great game. 2 guys who showed the defense and Well, at least one of them showed what they're doing on offense. The other one just hit an absolute home run. It will be Coy with the ball first, and Fend about to learn what Coy does offensively, because last I learned his offense was scoring on defense.
Oh, yeah, brother. I'm glad like I said, I'm glad he gave us a little bit of the self-scout there. He seems to think he's more of a passer than a toter. I mean, if Barry Sanders is going for 80 yards for you on the regular, they'll make you into a toter pretty gosh darn quickly. I like that call. That little, for the folks at home, I'm going to mansplain it. That pause there, you can't take your first half pauses with you, but if you pause on your play selection, you get an extra 15 seconds to finish setting up your substitutions, audibles, and whatnot, even if your play clock is dwindling. First play of the game here.
And the non-toter hands it to Barry Sanders, and Barry Sanders is going to pick up 6. Hey, it wasn't 75. We'll call that a win.
Call it a win early on there. For not being a toter, we have 2 totes in 2 games, one of which being a 21-point first quarter W. But a 2nd and 5, not a situation Coy has been in here yet tonight, Nick. A 2nd down.
That is just factually true. He did not face a 2nd down.
You thought that's not for memes. I'm not memeing.
2nd and 5. Justin Fields rolling left, throwing left, and there's Dave Casper. Great read, great throw, and a great first down.
A big first down play there. David Casper sneaking in front of what it looked like was probably a deep quarter there. I think Jim Rat has been liking this cover 4 look out of nickel. It was good enough to get him out of round 1. I got to feel like Coy's probably going to have some answers for it, though, and he does. Throws the quick out there for a gain of 6. Again.
I think this is definitely a Bears-themed team. You see Devin Hester out there. You see Cordell Patterson, Justin Fields. A whole lot of Bears legends out there for Coy. As nice throw right side. Justin Fields, 3 for 3 to start the game.
And even there, you did indeed see Jim Rat make an adjustment. He got cooked over there against that deep quarter to the left side of your screen 2 plays in a row. He just flashed it real quick, but he made the adjustment into a hard flat. Not sure where his zone drops are at, but the adjustment to the hard flat on that left side was effective. He goes right instead, rolling right for the incompletion there. First one of the day for Justin Fields. Bringing up a 2nd and 10. Ball's on the 31-yard line going in. A couple more defensive adjustments there for Jim Rat. He's hopping into that zone drop coaching adjustment menu between every play here. Trying to keep Coybot guessing. And Coy with a 2nd and 10 play.
Fields stepping up. Good pocket from Coy. He'll take off with Fields. Takes a hit, picks up 2, keeps the drive alive. By the way, has there been any more impressive bounce back than we've seen from Justin Fields? Matt Nagy with the just a horrendous play calling last year.
Yeah.
And you got Matt Eberflus in there over from Indianapolis using his strengths in the last 3 games. Justin Fields is looking like a world beater.
Yeah, I mean, imagine letting a guy do what he's good at doing.
Wild, right? Throws it up.
Wild concept. He caught that, but out of bounds.
He caught it, but he wasn't in bounds, so that doesn't count.
Wow.
We love to see the effort, though, and Coy will settle for a field goal. Good defense from LSU. Bend, don't break.
And now, hold on a sec, Nick Mazesco. In John Madden, now what play is this? A field go out?
No, that's actually... No, it's a field ghoul. I think she's on Twitter.
Oh, Field Ghoul. Oh, I know her. Okay, yeah. Cool. Yeah, okay, big shots to Field Ghoul. So, indeed, we're 3 points there. Yeah. In 4th down, you have the option to kick 3. You don't see it very often in Madden.
It's true.
3-0. We'll settle for the field goal there. And Jim Rat with the rock for the first time, seeing if he'll be able to match or beat the 3-point drive there to open the game for Coy.
And also, just for our Spanish speakers out there, that was worth Trace points. So you're welcome.
Thank you for that, Nick Mazesco. Very worldly of you.
Call me Rosetta Stone.
Very worldly of you indeed.
Let's see what LSU Jim Rat goes to offensively. We saw Derrick Henry run the ball at a shotgun single back. It was a whole lot, but Steve McNair, the legs of Air McNair, really opened up that running game as he'll start off with the ball at the 25-yard line, and he'll give it to Derrick Henry, and the Red Sea parted, looking like Moses out there. Henry's up to the 43.
Oh, there it is, man. That's a beautiful thing. Set the mic up, left that double team on the field. Who the heck knows if it works or not, but I think it does. My vote is yes.
Placebo
or not, it's good for a first down, and Derrick Henry either gosh darn way, Nick Mazesco.
Yeah, that was a placebo indeed. 1st and 10. McNair, there goes that scramble. That's what he brings. And that is one of these things, Fen, we were talking about it in the break. Being on PS4, the QBs have a little more juice scrambling than you would see on the P5.
True indeed, man. It kind of brings me back to Madden's over the last few years. I think it adds a little bit of excitement to the ball game for sure. I can't say whether I prefer it or don't prefer it to the the next gen, current gen, however you want to call it, the PS5 version of gameplay. But you're right. On the P5, quarterbacks a hair slower, kind of forced into the pocket. You got free form options, so you have a couple different options. But we're seeing what this quarterback mobility can add to an offense, and what Derrick Henry can add to an offensive drive on 3rd and 1. Good for a rumbling, bumbling, stumbling first down. Ball's down to the 39-yard line. Might see the first quarter finish up here.
Here's all I'm saying, Fen. $1 million on the line. All you have to do is in a one-on-one situation tackle Derrick Henry. You getting that $1 million?
Yeah, bro, they give me some health insurance. I don't know, man. I feel like I would fold like an accordion, to be totally honest with you. I know this. If I see him coming at me in the open field, I'm going to say, sir,
I'm turning the other way.
Problems. If you would please just go right ahead. You could score. I don't want any issues.
I'm finding a ladder to the stands and going up to row 4. I was over here. I was watching the game. No, that guy on the field, not me.
Sir. No, no problem.
I'm also, by the way, leaving my wallet and car keys on the field. Like, take whatever you want. I don't care anymore. Like, I apologize.
For what? For whatever. For whatever you want me to be sorry for. I am that, Mr. Henry. Sorry. And there was indeed our first quarter. Still 3-0 ball game. A little different than the 21 points put up in the last first quarter we were treated to here this evening. Derrick Henry, Himmy. Looking a little bit Himmy Newton, Himmy Neutron.
He's looking like Timothy Chalamet out there.
I like that one. Himbo Slice, potentially.
Him Carey. Yeah. 1st and 10. Somebody stop him, and they're not.
No.
McNair outside. He has a man back in the end zone. Ooh, on the run inaccurate. You saw it pop up. It's what nobody wants to see. That OTR inaccurate. It's the worst.
I mean, rolling left with the righty. I mean, I feel like your chances are not very high. It's a good read. Obviously, it was open. Can't quite settle that thing down in the end zone, though. Brings up the 2nd and 10 instead. I mean, my word. And see, this is part of what I personally love about my head-to-head matchups. This is the type of vibe where you can fix your defense, or I'm going to run the same 2 plays at your face over and over and over again. And I think that counts as adjusting the defense just enough there. Derrick Henry's been running wild on this first drive, a little less so there. Just a gain of 1 brings up a 2nd and 9. Maybe just those very adjustments made by the Koi-Bot defense trying to hang on to his 3-0 lead. Dips the handoff, fakes it. Oh, square not open. On the crosshair, McNair floats left, throws it away.
It was the you talk about running that offense. Just reminds me of what Denzel Washington. You remember the Titans? I run 6 plays, split veer like Novocaine. Just give it time; it always works. If you aren't going to stop it, I'm going to hit you in the mouth.
Oh, absolutely. No, don't fix it unless it's broken. Absolutely no need. 3rd and 9. I'd say a fairly big play here early on.
Yep. And McNair back to pass on 3rd down. Good coverage. Tough throw. Oh, and able to pry that ball free. Tyreek Hill was thinking 6, but Koi-Bot's defense forces a field goal, and we're about to have it. This is the second one of those field goals, Fen. We're going to have ourselves a 3-3 game.
I mean, all right, if you gave me a bingo board of football events that I expected to see here in our PlayStation Open Finals for the bread, 2 field goals in the first half, Nick, does not make that board. 3-3 ball game. North side of the 2-minute warning here for now.
All-Star will take it to the 26-yard line. Yeah, I'm just saying, if you're a Bears fan, you've watched the last 3 games, you see what Justin Fields has been able to do, the play calling from Eberflus. And this is after, remember, they traded Robert Quinn. They trade away Roquan Smith. It looks like they're just selling for the tank. And these boys, especially Fields, they're playing. They're fighting out there. And this is a Bears team who, how young they are, if they can go get him some wide receiver help, they could be the best team in the NFC North in the coming years.
Yes, I don't think that's crazy to say. And like we were talking about before, I mean, I feel like it all just hinges on allowing Justin Fields to do the things that he is great at doing. Allow the play calling to reflect his strengths as a player. And it seems like that's been the difference in some of his performances we've seen. We got ourselves a 2nd and 10 here, Coy with the rock.
Rolling right with Fields, trying to find something downfield. There goes Justin, the former Buckeye from the Ohio State University, picking up 7.
Much better matchup. It's a tough matchup. Coy got the better early on in his last game. It's just feeling like a much better matchup. The defensive user there on Jimrat taking away a lot. I think it was smart, obviously, to hold the rock with Fields. A lesser player is going to go ahead and let that thing rip for an interception. Throw out a couple hitches, make a read. David Casper available for it. 3rd and 3 turns to 1st and 10. Ball on his own 44-yard line. Coy looking to mount a drive here before half.
That's why you throw to Dave Casper. Give it to the 6'4" behemoth. Over the middle. Devin Hester with the catch. Not known much as a wide receiver, Fen, but boy, best punt returner of all time.
Punt returner of all time. And in MUT, as you know, 0 AP return, man. Nasty business.
Buck
2 plays in a row. That was the first play that he didn't, but the last 2 plays before that, Jimrat got himself clicked onto a D lineman when he's trying to kind of bounce down onto that Polamalu user there.
Not Polamalu, Polamalu.
Well, I mean, if you watch enough, Matt, you might not be able to tell the difference. It's a pretty good card on the field there.
Icy Cold Cake says, I love you, Casper's making this 100% more fun to watch. That is very kind. We certainly do appreciate the kind words.
Oh, awesome. Heck yeah, right.
While we're at it, go give my man Fen a follow at Fendler Tweets on Twitter, twitch.tv/Fendler.
Legend.
By the way, you talk about one of the perfect people to have here on a PlayStation Open tournament. I know Fen's got a whole lot of PlayStation in his room. He's got the Sony Lite somewhere on his desk.
Oh, I'm looking right at it right now, Nick Mazesco. We were talking in the pre-show. Nick, admittedly, the fan of the other guys. We are R1 in the channel only. We don't recognize RBs. It's R1 only. He said, well, what are the other buttons? I think box is on there. I said, oh that's a dot.
The low ball. Cordero Pageant. Here's all I'm saying. I have a deep love for PlayStation because for the longest time, if I wanted to play my MLB The Show, I had to turn on my PlayStation to get my baseball fix. So, listen, you're a video game aficionado like we are. We got everything, but we're big shout out to PlayStation for these open tournaments. And that's what's, I think the best part about this is the word open, Fen. This isn't a tournament that is invite only. These aren't tournaments that you're only going to see the best. These are tournaments that you at home can compete in.
True indeed. And we were asking each other, I wonder what we're going to see. Are we going to see the pros? Are we going to see the Joes? And the answer is we're seeing competitors who joined up in these PlayStation Open tournaments and put the work in, which you yourself can do at home as well. Compete.playstation.com.
38 seconds left in the half. Can LSU Jimrat find the end zone? Let's look right side. That's caught. Cortland Sutton with the catch. Boy, Broncos fans out there, bring it in. It's been a rough year. It's been rough. You are the Broncos country. Let's cry.
What? Did you think of that on the spot, or did you have that pre-cooked up? Be real. You had
2nd and 3.
Okay.
We're a little interesting route combo. Look at this left side. Got a couple short out route.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those quick corner routes and a seam to separate the defense. Ooh. Really good route combo, and then a really bad throw on the run, inaccurate. Gotta find the receiver when he's that open.
I mean, I feel like we probably got to make an adjustment off of rolling only left with McNair. I mean, I know that's been to the field these last 2 plays, but oh, buddy.
That's a tough throw.
No way.
And Michael Crabtree just says it's a tough throw, it's a tough catch, but I got you, big dog. Listen, sometimes the receivers got to help out their quarterback.
True indeed, a very unserious play right there. Yeah, a completion. If it's complete, it's a dot, all right? As somebody who cannot make a read in a library, like I always say, if it's complete, it was a beam.
1st and 10, McNair stepping right. Looking downfield, 15 seconds and counting. A little playmaker from circle, but he will work his way up to the 41-yard line. Nice play there using the playmaker to get McNair some room on the scramble.
Oh, I'm taking circle for better or worse, man. That's why I'm in the booth and these guys are playing, because I'm making a decision like that. But man, oh man, did that look tempting to just go ahead and dump that thing off. Lives to fight another day, though. No timeouts here, importantly. User rush picked up nice. He's got square open over the middle, but he's got a lot of green grass. Up past the 30. He'll step out of bounds at the 26. 6 seconds remain on the clock. Do we see a shot to the end zone from LSU Jim Rat? No, he's going to bring the field goal. Hey, listen, these analytics can go out the window. He knows football. He wants his points. He's going to get to the second half only down by 4. Yeah, that's absolutely the play there. I had to sharply catch my breath. I thought with those wiggle sticks out there on Air McNair, I thought he might put himself into a bad situation. But to his credit, does the right thing. Gets out of bounds with enough time to kick the field goal. And we're going to see Coy's best, glitchiest coverage beater here against the prevent defense. 2 seconds left before halftime. It's going to be handoff to Barry Sanders. Can he house it like he did in the first game? He cannot. We will go to the second half. Ben, we said these two guys were defensive masterminds from what we saw in the first game. They have lived up to it. It's only 10-6. Sure is. I mean, we're getting exactly what we thought and hoped we may have gotten here, Nick Mazesko. After those first games, no surprise that LSU Jim Rat was able to make some defensive adjustments. Had really no idea what we were going to get with Coy. All we knew is that he was going to be a good gosh darn Madden player, and he seems to be here so far. He'll kick off to start the second half. He's got a 4-point advantage. LSU Jim Rat mounted some pretty good drives, but has been unable to finish as of just yet. We'll see if he can find the end zone for the first time to start our second half action here. In the booth with the voice of competitive Madden, Nick Mazesko. What a treat. Nitro in the chat saying Coy is him. Lock the 200 in his bang. Well, we got to have football, and we got LSU Jim Rat, who took the points, knew he was getting the ball to start the second half. He's going to try to reclaim the lead. McNair hands it. Derrick Henry bouncing off tacklers, looking like a bowling ball with bumpers on the lane. 5-5. And he just keeps going back to that well. I think very likely that Coy will make the adjustments that he did, toward that second quarter. Derrick Henry was eating him alive for too long, made some important adjustments down near the goal line to force the field goal, keep him out of the end zone. Let's see if LSU Jim Rat wants to recommit to that tote with Derrick Henry here in the second half, and it looks like maybe yes. And up to Henry. Great block on the right side, and Henry, lot of space. Give him 19 on the 2nd and 5. LSU Jim Rat working his way down the field. 8 rushes, 83 yards, averaging over 10 yards. A first down per tote is a way to win a ball game here, Nick Mazesko. On right side. Oh, stop and go from Tyreek Hill. We're used to seeing him go. It's hard to stop him. Tyreek to the 35. A little bit shifty there. I like it. Good variable offense here. Audibling over now into tight. Giving Coy a different look to adjust to. And right, it's McNair. Sends the pressure and helps throw this one away. So maybe a chance for the defense to catch their breath. Yeah, smart play there. These guys are playing some pretty big brain Madden football. A lesser player is just going to go ahead and YOLO something, just throw anything anywhere on a play like that. Audibles into tight here again from that bunch trips look. And left side, there's Tyreek Hill once again. The West Alabama Tiger to the 27-yard line, sets up a 3rd and 3. Nice little click on grab for him there against that deep third. Seeing these guys abuse them outside deep zones, whether third or a quarter. Competitors have been loving the outs and such against that. Derrick Henry right up the middle. No need for any wide receiver talk when Derrick Henry's on the field. 9 rushes, creeping up on 100 yards now. Earned himself a first down there as this third quarter is ticking away.
Milking away as we under a minute and 30 seconds here in the third quarter. McNair back to pass, 4-man rush, looks underneath. He finds Derrick Henry. Even when he's not running the ball, he's getting the ball as he finds his way for a 7-yard gain.
There's that man again. There goes that man again. Ooh.
Michael Crabtree, who had an unbelievable catch in the second quarter, picks up a quick gain. 1st and goal, under a minute to go. LSU Gym Rat looks like he's not going to be slowed down right now.
And that's that same offensive look, so he can threaten the inside zone with Derrick Henry, but you also need to play defense against that short RPO route. It's tough to cover everything. As y'all know, it's tough to get everything situated. Derrick Henry making a yard, something out of nothing.
Unbelievably, he got a yard. There were a whole lot of Chicago Bears in the backfield, and Derrick Henry goes, I'm still going to get a yard out of this.
I mean, abilities activating all over the place. Had to have been an inside stuff there. Oh, I like that. That's how you know you're watching some relatively competitive Madden, when these guys get to scroll in these formations right and left. Again, that could be a placebo thing. One of the comp guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Feels like it should be placebo, that recovers some fatigue for you in between plays. But a sure sign that you're watching some competitive money game Madden.
Henry is a grown man, and he's going to find the end zone. A tough run. And just like that, LSU Gym Rat uses the entire third quarter and takes back the lead.
I mean, that's a strong drive, man, and there's just no defense for a player like Derrick Henry right this second. Going for 2 here. All right. Kids, man. Derrick Henry is him. Okay. All right. A little bit unexpected on a 2-point conversion. I mean, you're more typically going to see just an extra point there to make it a 3-point game. LSU Gym Rat forgoes that opportunity. And
he went analytics there.
Yeah, the heck with analytics, the heck with Fend, the heck with these old geezes in the box, in the booth that feel like I should kick this extra point. I'm going to get a free point. I'm going to go ahead and grab the 2 variety, and he made it, so he looks like a genius. If he didn't, he looks, I think, a little bit different now, being able to lose the game with the field goal. Not the case here now, though, earning himself a 4-point advantage after the 2-point conversion. Ooh, dangerous, bringing that free safety into the box.
There goes Barry. A little swerve. Good patience finding the room. And we'll go to the fourth quarter. 4's up in our finals of this PlayStation Open Madden tournament. It is 14-10. LSU Gym Rat with the lead. Coy with the ball.
Oh, man, and what a treat here, Nick Mazesco. I was hoping that we were going to get a football game that looked a little bit like this. There's been some entertaining stuff here so far. 2nd and 4. Fields rolling right. Looking, finding.
The O-line protection keeping Fields clean there, because the user downfield Fend was stellar, but eventually there's just too much to cover.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The pressure's going to need to get home eventually. You can only user, 3/4 of the field for so long before something's going to get open. Good gap shot there too. Whether it's on a playmaker or just kind of waiting long enough for those routes to break and start bouncing around and making adjustments, you find yourself with enough time, something's going to get open.
Back in the pocket, Fields all sorts of time, and then he does what he does best. Picks up the scramble, gets it to a 3rd and 3. We're under 3 minutes to go in this championship game.
Man, these are 2 good defensive users. You just got to call it what it is. They're taking away the important stuff, hovering where they need to. They're not, they're not worried about doing a job that's not theirs. This Polamau here in this case for LSU Gym Rat taking away a lot of opportunity in the middle of the field. There it is.
The middle. What a lurk! What a lurk by LSU Gym Rat! And Polamau's going the other way to the 41-yard line, looking like he was in the Bass Tour as he baited that throw over the middle, and he gets the stop that might have won him the championship.
I mean, holy mackerel, man. It's been all evening. No sooner do we go talking about something in the booth than these players take it out for a spin. Bragging on the defensive users there, and goodness gracious, that was a lurk. He knew that route was going to sit down right there. He flew down to it just in time, and you got to think 7 here wins the game. David Casper,
If I will say this again. These are little things, and these guys, you're thinking touchdown, go up by 2 scores. But if I'm LSU Jim Rat, I'm not looking for Dave Casper down the field. Derrick Henry has been my workhorse. I want to run this clock, run the ball, line up, hat count, run the ball.
Oh, Nick, you are talking my language, brother. Tell me some more about hat count. I am paying attention. Obviously, the move there, no question to take that down to the 2-minute warning. And you're absolutely right, Nick. Worst case scenario, you got to be game planning for if you're LSU Jim Rat is kicking a field goal here with Coy having used all of his timeouts. You got to be planning that as the worst case scenario. We'll see what he opts for.
You would love this series to take 3 downs and you pick up a first down at the 8-yard line and can just hit him with the milk and cookies. As Tillman, good gap shoot there from Koybot. He's actually going to lose 2 on the play. It looked like Koybot was ready, but it looked like a little 0-1 trap action.
Yeah, finding a little bit of run defense / Derrick Henry defense. I fear that it might be too little too late, but this game is not over just yet. It's a sub-1 possession game, 2nd and 11 here.
I think we're going to see a pass here. McNair back to pass. Coverage pretty good, but a throw left side. Beam from Air McNair. LSU Jim Rat knocking on the door. They're at the 2-yard line.
That's why these guys are playing, and I am in the booth. There is a 0% chance I'm calling a play in that situation. There is a probably 50% chance that I'm throwing that ball. If it's complete, it's a dot. Coy in a bad situation here. He's going to need a miracle, and it needs to start with a goal line stand.
Still got 2 timeouts. Minute 24 and counting. Motion right side. That fullback dive was going nowhere. I don't know where the offensive line went. Fed, you're a former offensive lineman. Is it good when your entire offensive line goes right and 2 free rushers come up the middle?
No, not only is it not good in the moment, it's going to be even worse once your coach gets
in the film
eyes
room.
on that film. Yeah, I have been called some of the worst things I've been called as a young man in my life by football coaches that didn't like what I was doing on the field of play. I got to imagine these little virtual guys are going to get a little some of that. Derrick Henry is enough.
He's too good. Into the end zone. King Henry might have just crowned LSU Jim Rat the champion of this tournament, as he has been the workhorse for this offense.
I mean, you have to tip the cap to both of these guys, but really particularly to LSU Jim Rat, man. I know if it's me watching Coy run through that game in his last matchup, get the heck out of Dodge in the first quarter after sending the message. I mean, LSU was not intimidated at all here. Came out to play, made the necessary adjustments, took 3 when need be, and with an 11-point advantage now, it's getting real dark for Coy. He's going to need help. He's going to need quick points and need to get blessed with an onside kick. Not easy to convert here in John Madden Football 23.
21-10. LSU Jim Rat with the lead. And by the way, here's what I've been impressed with LSU Jim Rat on the offense side of the ball. Passing, running, didn't matter. He mixed up his play calling fantastically.
Balanced, and I thought that was part of the treat of the evening, and this is a credit to all the competitors. This was not indeed just the man blitz ag meta deep monk catch. Not yet. Life, merely signs of life, but it ain't over till it's over, Nick Mazesko.
Listen, all I'm saying is probably not great when you're up 21-10, you blow a coverage like that, but listen, that's why you have a cushion. Got out of bounds. Minute 8 to go. Fields, 3-man rush.
Good user.
Yeah,
he's everywhere. Good user. He's leaving the spy in the middle of the field now, too, putting a little extra pressure on Fields. He knows that he's going to be able to escape the pocket, extend the play a little bit. Diminishes that capability, though, just a hair when he leaves that D-line spy in the middle of the field. See the D tackle drop out there and just park it.
Yep, there it is. There, like Rihanna said, let me see you lurk. It's Palomar with once again another interception, and LSU Jim Rat is going to take home the title.
And that'll be GG's there, Nick Mazesko. All I know, brother, is I absolutely need to get my hands on whatever notebook you're coming out with this stuff in, because my gosh, you're pretty good at this, aren't you?
I mean, here's what I'm saying. Polomau definitely deserves a nod as player of the game, but to me, It's the Alabama Crimson Tide running back Derrick Henry went to work, made that offense go, and allowed LSU Jim Rat to control the clock.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be it. And you said it a little bit earlier, but the balanced attack we were able to see here on offense. Yeah, I've run into the problem. I'm a toter. I'm going to keep toting. I'm going to get bagged up. I don't have anything else to go to. LSU Jim Rat, though, any signs of a bag, he was able to adjust, audible over from bunch into that tight set, and, you know, stay competitive enough, obviously, here all evening to beat two very good Madden players this evening in this PlayStation Open Series. LSU Jim Rat taking down Heisenberger in his first round, and Koibot, the impressive young phenom, after his excellent first game, gets the better of him. LSU Jim Rat 21, Koi 10 points, and LSU coming home with the biggest bag of the evening, man. $200 just for signing up for an open tournament, winning a couple games, and look at him now, man. He's got his pockets full. He got these young guns. He probably got lunch money for a couple weeks, and it's good stuff, man. Big congratulations to LSU Jim Rat and the rest of these competitors here tonight, treating us some excellent John Madden football.
It's got to be good for LSU Jim Rat to see that that final graphic with him at the top. And much like Joe Burrow in 2019, he's bringing home a title for LSU. What a great night of action, Fen. And,
awesome.
I know a lot of people out there, they've got to be sitting there going, this looked like fun, looked like an opportunity to win some money, and probably wondering, is there a way they can get involved with some of these tournaments?
If you are indeed trying to get involved, I couldn't blame you. The PlayStation tournaments bring together thousands of players from across the world just like you, compete in some of their favorite games. Series includes games from a variety of genres. You got FGC titles, Tekken, Guilty Gear, Strive, sports games like we played this evening, John Madden Football or 2K or FIFA, whatever the heck you're good at. Shooters even, Call of Duty dropping, got Warzone dropping pretty soon, Apex Legends, Rainbow Six. You're able to sign up for these tourneys directly from the PlayStation Tournaments app on their consoles or on the Competition Center website. You get a full list of the games and regions you could play in at the Comp Center at compete.playstation.com. Nick Mazesco, some bags of money were handed out this evening, man. If I'm one of these Madden competitors out here, I am making haste to compete.playstation.com. See if I can get involved in the next one, brother. What a pleasure it was to share the booth with you. Big thanks to PlayStation for hosting this open tournament. All of our competitors for stepping onto the big stage and showing up, man. Win, lose, or draw, you got to give them credit for that. And as always, man, I can learn infinite amounts from sitting with you in the booth, Nick Mazesco. A great job indeed, man. What an evening.
An absolute pleasure as always, and a big thank you to everybody out there in the chat who hung out with us all night long. The action got hot and heavy. I had to take off the jacket. I couldn't handle it anymore. How good the Madden action was. Well, we are going to get out of here. A big thank you once again, not only to our competitors, but everybody hanging out with us on twitch.tv/PlayStation. We want to give a big thank you to everybody behind the scenes, our production team, for making this tournament possible and keeping things moving slowly. We're going to get out of here. You guys have a wonderful rest of your week. For that, man, go give him a follow at Fendler Tweets on Twitter, twitch.tv/Fendler. Andy Fendler. I am Nick Mazesco. Congratulations to LSU Jim Rat winning this PlayStation Open Series MUT tournament. We'll see you next time right here with the Open Series.